Hey guys, and welcome back to an exciting video. Now today I am very hyped and excited to show you guys my brand new Lego bodybuilder model that I have worked on for maybe the past week. So I managed to finish this guy not that long ago, and yeah, just been improving, making sure it's good. Now I also put it on my post as well, my YouTube channel. So if you guys saw that, then you would see a silhouette of the new model. Now it's time to show you guys and reveal to you guys, as most of you guys probably know, it is Benny from Bob the Builder. So without further ado, let's reveal how he turned out. Alright, so here is Benny. Now Benny looks quite nice indeed. I'm very happy with how he turned out. Now all of this color is actually real and does exist in real Lego bricks. So these unfortunately do not exist in the dark pink. I believe it is dark pink. Yep, dark pink. And yeah, this is how Benny turned out. And this is not actually how Benny's treads will look like in the finished product, because I've actually prototyped how these treads are going to look. And hopefully there's going to be enough room for those treads to squeeze by that little angle, which you can see there. So if not, I might have to remove that slope entirely in order to make room for it. Hopefully that is not the case. So I'm just going to give you guys a good look at the model. Looks pretty well, if I do say so myself. One of my most technical builds I've done as well. Since, I don't know if you guys can tell, but these are all like cheese slopes curved into one another with like tiny gaps every now and then. So there's not many gaps, as you can see. Like there's like one tiny gap where you can see the whole way through, and there's that, like it's got like a nice sloped curve to it. See Benny's little backhoe bucket, which has like a tiny gap for something to go in there. Not the best, but that's the best I could do with like the size and scale I was going with. You can see that Benny's eyes are attached using like a little clip piece, and the bar thread through the eye, and then you add like a little eye bit on top, and it looks quite nice from the side view. Quite nice indeed. And you can also see Benny's big scoop bucket as well, which also opens and closes. This rotates too, and yeah, so I had to make sure it was decent enough strength, because this is actually quite a lot for this one joint to handle. So I'm not sure exactly how well that just one little clip piece there is going to handle it. Now in order to get that arm to actually not bend back anymore, is actually had to put a jumper plate there, so it just collides in there and it stops moving. You can obviously move backwards, but you don't want that. But that's like the fixed joint that you want without using ratchet joints, which do not exist in dark pink, sadly. But yeah, my main concern, biggest concern with Benny was not only making sure he looked good and looked like Benny, it was also making sure that the color existed in all these parts. Dark pink is a great piece, because every single part that is in dark pink right now does indeed exist in that actual color. I'm not sure exactly how expensive it's going to be, but yeah, I reckon Benny turned out great, and I really do like how Benny looks indeed. Now for functions, there's a little rotating bit here, so like it's a curved bit, because that exists in dark pink, which was the only way to get that, otherwise I'd be colored in black. And yeah, you can actually rotate that, so the whole back bit can rotate just like the real Benny. You can also rotate this, as you can see, that rotates. Very nice. Benny's bucket should also rotate too, if I get the right clip bit. There you go, you can see that auto rotates, which is nice. I would try and show you guys this rotation, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. Yeah, it's going to highlight the rest of the model. But yeah, as you can see, that would rotate. Oh, messing up. But yeah. Now, one of my biggest issues was actually getting Benny's treads to look properly. So, I'm going to get an image on screen and show you guys what the treads previously looked like. Now, as you can see, the treads looked quite awful. They were not very round at all. So, didn't have a distinguished shape. Now, with the new and improved treads, I actually managed to do it. But unfortunately, this piece here, which is actually connected to an entire section, was no longer connected. So I had to go through a bunch of like techniques to attach that, because this is all built sideways, by the way, sideways building technique. And then we have like a little stud connector that then connects them where the bricks actually face upwards. So you get all sorts of angles and bits, like very, very, very technical. One of my most technical bodybuilder models alongside Scoop, I reckon. And if we have a little look inside of Benny, then we can actually see how I attached all of that. So if I get rid of that piece there and then go by connected, this entire assembly is no longer connected. So as you can see, like that. So it's all connected as one piece. And that little light grey bar piece that has a little bar that sticks into the brick is the only thing holding that together. And then I have two pieces here, so if you bend it backwards, this is going to stop it from bending anymore backwards. You try to bend it that way, this little cheese slope is going to collide with this side, and it's going to stop it from bending the other way, which means it'll be nice and strong, and you won't be able to flex and bend the piece too much to the point where it looks really, really weird. So that was really, really nice to see as well. And yeah, I'm going to show you what the prototype of the treads look like. So here is what the Benny's treads are actually going to look like in real life. So as you can see, I prototyped how the build was on the digital program and then added it to real life. Since I actually had these treads, I have a second one, so I have all the treads I need to create Benny. That's what it looks like on the side, and a lot more distinguished slope. I also did a height with Benny as well, and this is about how tall Benny will be in real life, up to the little black roof there, not counting the arm that goes above. But yeah, the roof is what I wanted to get, because I wanted to make sure it was in scale with my other Lego bodybuilder models. And it actually is, I reckon, pretty good. So we got Big Banana over to the left, which is what Benny would call Scoop, because Scoop's yellow, giant, so we called him a Big Banana. If you guys recall that from the show, I believe Benny, like, his first appearance maybe might have been the Snow Game movie or something like that, Snowed Under, I'm not sure. But yeah, Benny was in the series before Project Builder, I believe, which is when they went to Sunflower Valley. Hopefully I got that correct. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys what Benny will look like next to Scoop. So, here you go. So this is what Benny will look like in terms of height towards Scoop. So I reckon that is quite accurate indeed. And you can see the prototype bit there. I also just got Bob on the computer just saying, oh, look at my new machine that we've created. So yeah. Now, I also have built Travis, which you guys have seen Travis quite a while ago. I think I built him like 2 years ago. But just to ensure you, I will be doing a full dedicated video about my Lego Travis model, since I've had some people asking about Travis. But yes, Travis is indeed built, and I will review him in hopefully maybe my next video if I don't decide to do the chicken story next week. So yeah, there is Benny. Let's show you some more hinges so you can see the whole arm. We'll also go up and down, which is really nice. My biggest concern is this little hinge bit here isn't supposed to move at all, but with this weight of the bucket, it might actually pull it downwards. Same with all of this weight on that one connection point, which might end up falling it down. I may have to add some like ratchet joints. That will fix that one. Unfortunately, it will be the wrong color. So yeah, it's not going to be very fun. And you can also move Benny's bucket up and down, which is cool. And finally, you can move Benny's claw also up and down, which is really cool, along with the individual claws, which actually are supposed to be static. They're not supposed to move at all, according to the real Benny. Now, unfortunately, I tried so many times to get Benny's mouth in the middle, but it just wouldn't look good. It looks really bad. So it is indeed just placed like that, sideways. So, not the nicest. And of course, the little hinge that goes up and then it like angles back that way, I also could not recreate that in Lego. So that was the closest I could get. So just trying to picture an angle going back up that way with your imagination, if you really want accuracy. But yeah, and it looks quite nice. The same with the cab and the floor. So it all looks really, really, really nice, and I'm really happy with how Benny ended up looking in the final product. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little review of my Lego Benny MOC from Bob the Builder. Now, before I say anything that I am going to, I'm just going to say this. We do not currently have the bricks or the money to build these guys at this current point in time. So things like Travis and Benny cannot be built at this point in time. Eventually, I plan to build these guys, but just letting you guys know, I have no idea when they're actually going to come to real life. So I'll give you guys an update on that when we have the parts or the money to actually build these guys. Space is another big issue as well. I don't know where the heck these guys are going to go since we don't have much room, but I'm sure I'll figure that out at one point. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this Benny model. And yeah, what did you guys think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Just let me know what you guys thought about it down below in the comments. And I hope to see you guys all next time for hopefully Travis review. Yeah. See you guys next time.